Hello everyone and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room Recap for Friday, October the 21st. My name is Barry Anderson. I'm the moderator of our trading room. This is the address to get into the room, and I share my screen all day long. Live on the mic between 9 a.m. and usually up to about 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. If you'd like to take out a subscription to Trade Ideas, this is a link you can use. Not so much the link, but just type this into your browser, click on it, and you will be taken to our subscription page. You will see a promo code there for the various subscription plans that we have. All right, well, as I said yesterday, this is the end, by the way. This is the end of our 5-day trial for a lot of people who are test driving Trade Ideas for the week. Hopefully you got a lot out of it. The first 4 days were incredibly active on Holly. For me personally, maybe a little too active, and I was actually said yesterday, thinking that maybe today being the next day being today, Friday, that it might settle down a little bit just because it was Friday. And certainly, yes, we have had not nearly the number of Holly alerts. A little more manageable. That's why that's kind of the way I like it. But some people like a lot of alerts. So, at any rate, I just want to show you. This is one I am still in. This SYNT. Bigger chart for you here. SYNT. The reason I got into this one, got some kind of, I can't remember exactly where I had the alert, but this one, I recall looking at this one yesterday, and this was down. This was a dividend, by the way, next dividend, so it's not exactly a gap down, but this is now down, okay? And then I looked, and it was a continuation, and so I got into the trade right here. Let's see, at 2165. Would have liked to have taken this break here, but I don't think I saw it there. I think so. I got in right around this level here, 2165. Trying to hold on a little bit, see if it can drip all the way down to the 21 level. It's taking its time, but there's no reason for me to get out yet, though I did cover some at 2150. And so now this kind of allows me to hold on, when it does something like this, getting back up to 2155, and maybe it's going to recover, so that if it did get back up to where I shorted it, I would just get out, and at least I would have some profit. But no, now I'm kind of waiting on maybe a bigger move. It did get down into the 30s, and so I'm waiting for a bigger move now. Now, what else did I do? Again, today was not. Here's a crazy one. If you haven't seen this one before, you're not going to believe what it looks like on the daily. This was just a little scalp trade for me early on, 710, 723, big deal, right? Went all the way up to 1020. Couple things. This is a OTC pink sheet stock, so not for everybody, not for everybody's account, but certainly many in the room had been talking about it. And why? Look at this daily. I mean, it's incredible. Here it was $1.63 on the 14th. What are we now? 14th, so we're the last week, 21st. So basically, last Friday, the 14th, and it was at $1.70, hit a high of 10.20. Now, not everybody's account can trade OTC stocks, and they're incredibly wild and risky, and I'm sure after this move, nobody thought it could move higher. I'm sure after this move, nobody thought it could move higher. I'm sure after this move, nobody thought it could move higher. I don't know what's going on with the stock. I do recall Peabody Energy. Obviously, when you see a Q here, this is usually means a stock that was a quote-unquote legitimate stock, ran into some deep problems. Maybe they had to restructuring, a bankruptcy. I don't know. But anyway, this was something else, and I took the smallest scalp in it, and that was it. Now, what else? I don't even know if I want to go over anything else. They're so small. I did took a little scalp in ALKS. ALKS is interesting to me only because we watched it in the pre-market, and let me get the 15-minute time frame. And you can see what happened here. This is the post-market yesterday, all right? This is on the 20th. This is what happened in the post-market. Basically releasing some phase 3, third stage of a phase 3 study. So almost near the end. Does not mean they have FDA approval, but obviously the results were really good. So when I woke up this morning, this is where it was. This is all the pre-market action here, and this is the post-market action yesterday. This is the pre-market today before the market opened. So this is what I saw, and I thought, wow, okay. Now look, a lot of times with the more expensive bios, which is of course this one, and when it's anything to do with phase three, a lot of times these things can still really run all day long. I mean, this is still up 30%. I mean, that's a tremendous run where it is. But a lot of times, once the market opens, and we're watching it drift down, a lot of times what we see is something like this and just a continuation, because it's one of those big bios, great news, and there's just a lot of continuation. Sarepta, SRPT, is the one that I remember just from just a little while ago. But just didn't happen. I did get into the trade. I thought, okay, maybe now it's starting. I got into the trade at 58.21, just as it broke over 58. I got into the trade right here. Was watching this action. Said, all right, maybe this is could challenge the post market yesterday. Just didn't happen. And I took some out at 58.52 and then basically out the balance flat. So kind of a disappointment. We'll watch it going forward next week. Maybe it's just the day, Friday, kind of a bit of a slow day, but I did have high hopes for this one. Just didn't happen. CXRX, I did take a loss on this one. This was a high flyer. I missed this one. This actually came on the momentum trade scanner early. I actually missed this one, and look what it did. A lot of people in our room were in this one, though. Got in probably around this level, and it hit a high of 5.55, almost $1. Holly actually alerted to this on this pullback, and I think the alert was at, let me just get the alert was actually at 516, right around here, and I ended up taking the trade. It was on this candle. I actually took the trade in at 518 as it looked like it was moving up, and it just really didn't do it. It just moved down, and I took the loss. Luckily, before it went all the way down here, that's what I was saying to people in the room. Generally, my losses are fairly manageable. You're never going to see me take especially on a stock of this price, you're not going to see me take a 40 or 50 cent loss on it. So I got out at 503, probably a little bit more than I wanted. I probably would have liked to have gone out. Actually, if you take a look at a 5-minute, you'll see what I was really looking at. Look at all these bottoming tails right there. So again, here's the candle that the alert happened. Here are the bottoming tails, basically right at 506. So when it broke down through 506, I got out, and that's what I got out at 503. So, it just didn't work. Now, look, it's starting to curl back, and so I will start to watch this again. Who knows? It might have, how much time is left? There's 2 hours and 15 minutes left in the market, so you never know what might happen on this. And that really is about it. The CYNT is still hanging in here. I'll say I'll cross my fingers and maybe it'll take out this low and continue on down to 21. So that's it. It was quite a week. A tough week for me because, and I'm not. This is not a complaint, but it's just one of those weeks where we do have these open houses. We have a lot of new people into the room, and they ask a lot of questions, which is to be expected. I'm more than happy to answer them. First couple of days of this week, I really did not do very much trading. Kind of got back to normal on Wednesday and Thursday, but not quite. Still a lot of questions and being distracted. But next week, basically back to normal, and I'll have my normal layout on the screen that I'll share, and probably be able to pay a little more attention to Holly and all, and other the low floaters and the momentum trades. Anyway, I hope everybody had a great week trading. And again, if you were in the room for that trial, if you do want to take out a subscription, you can use this link right here. Just type it in. You will see a promo code. If you don't feel like you want to take us out a subscription right now, please keep coming back to the room. The room is free. We've had people in our room for several months before they've taken out a subscription. You know, they just want to get a little more comfortable with the program. I know it can be a little overwhelming to begin with, but that's why we do have the room free every day, and we do have the 4 webinars every week. That we really, really do try to pride ourselves in supporting people who do take our program. So anyway, so I hope everybody has a great, great weekend, and we'll see you bright and early Monday morning. I usually open the room at about 8:45 Eastern Time. So thanks very much for listening, and we'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye.